Alright guys, so I'm going to make a little video on leg yielding. I did make one on a little bit more advanced horse. This one's going to be on a little bit greener horse. And leg yielding to me is very important. Leg yielding, I use leg yielding a lot on the ground and under saddle because it causes the horse to bend through the ribs. It causes that horse to put a lot more mental thought process into where he's placing his feet. And so I can use that on the ground and under saddle to help the horse calm down and to relax. I can also use the leg yield to help a horse kind of break in the pull and get soft in my hands. And what I'll do is I'll start my leg yield and I'll just kind of hold him in that leg yield, even on the ground, until that horse kind of breaks at the pull and tucks his nose in a little bit. So I'm going to ride up towards the camera there. And I'm going to leg yield to my right. So when I'm leg yielding to the right, my right leg comes off. I'm going to pick up my left rein and I'm going to open my right rein and apply my left leg kind of right in the middle of his barrel, kind of right in between my cinches. So I'm going to pick up my left rein, my right leg's coming off, my right rein's coming off, and see how he's kind of stepping sideways. That left front is stepping in front of that front right foot. That's the leg yield. Now I'll do it going away from you. Now going away from you, I'll be going to my left. So I'm going to pick up my right rein, take my left leg off, and put my right leg on there. And I want to be maintaining my forward as he's going sideways. Got a little bit squirrely, and that's okay. When I'm doing this leg yield, I can always adjust. So say I'm doing this leg yield, my right leg comes off, my left leg comes on, picking up this left rein just a little bit, leg yielding to the right. So see there, see how his hips are leading a lot more than his shoulders? Well, then I can open up this right rein a little bit more and say, hey, get your shoulders over. So whatever end of the horse is lagging or speeding up, I can slow that end of the horse down, or I can speed that end of the horse up using my reins and using my legs. This is something you want to get good at the walk, and it's also something you want to get good at the trot and the canter. So I'll do some at the trot towards you guys. Come around here. I'm going to ride up towards you. I'm going to look up into my right. My right leg's coming off. My left leg's on. And there's a leg yield. And I'd like him, through time and through practice, I'd like him to get a little bit softer in my hands, a little bit steadier in my hands. Now I'm going to pick up my right rein, right leg on, left leg off, look up into my left just a little bit. And there's a little bit of a leg yield. I'll do that again, coming up. So left leg off, right leg on. Now, there's my leg yield right there. Now, if my horse sped up during that process, if my horse sped up when I applied that leg, then I would just stop him, I would back him, and I'd probably do a turn on the haunches and then trot off and do it again. So if he gets impulsive when I add that single leg onto him, then I'm just going to stop him, back him, turn him, do it again. Or I can put him in this leg yield position, and I can stay in this leg yield position there, like that, until he gets nice and soft. So that's a little bit of a leg yield. So if I'm going to the right, my right leg's coming off, my left rein's coming up a little bit, my left leg's coming on to get my leg yield. If I'm going to the left, I can pick up my right rein, my right leg comes on, open up the door to my left side, and there's a sideways. Whoop. There's a sideways to my left. And I'll just hold this. See how he's kind of throwing that nose up? I'm just going to kind of hold this there until he settles. And that was a perfect example of where they get kind of tight in that leg yield. And I'll keep them in that leg yield until they soften in the reins, soften in the hands, and break at that pull. So that's something that you want to practice at the walk, the trot, and the canter.